Spain and Italy are very slowly beginning to ease some restrictions, but World Health officials have warned that any changes should be slow and only if there is capacity to isolate infected people.
Let's talk to two British families who live on the European mainland. Adele Fox is in the Italian city of Varese and with her family, and Louisa is with her daughter and in Madrid. Thanks very much to both of you.
Lovely to see you there this morning. Louisa, just tell us about, because we know the restrictions have been very tight also in Spain. Tell us about what it's been like day to day for you and your family.
We are going into week 6 now, and just exactly the same, really strict measures. We cannot leave our house. Only one family member can leave at a time to go to the supermarket or to go to the chemist, and apart from that we are not allowed out. And we're so lucky because we have a garden so the children can go out and play in the garden, but obviously there are so many people that live in small flats that don't have a garden, that are completely confined just to a house, and it's horrible. At the beginning it was a lot more doable, but now that it's 6 weeks we're all just really feeling it. Cabin fever has completely set in.
Well, you completely understand that, Louisa. Am I right in thinking that there is some kind of a change that begins today? Can you explain what that is? I know it's a very minor change, but what is it?
Yeah, so not today, on Sunday. So as of Sunday, children are going to be able to leave the house to go for a walk. But there was quite a lot of controversy because a few days ago, the government announced that children would be allowed out, but he didn't know exactly how. He said details will come in a few days. So 2 days ago, the government comes on and announces, okay, so children are going to be allowed out, and they're going to be allowed out to the supermarket with you when you go to do your shopping. And parents like me were like, what? We were all assuming that our children were going to be allowed out on their bikes or allowed out for a walk. We don't want to take our kids to a supermarket full of other people where the virus can spread and a child just doesn't want to go to the supermarket. So there was outrage, and the government listened, because a few hours later, about 5 hours after the initial announcement, the government came back on the television and said, okay, we've listened to the people and we're now going to allow children to go out for a walk. But again, we don't know the exact conditions. We don't know if children are going to be allowed out for 10 minutes or half an hour. We don't know if families are going to be allowed to go out for a walk together, or if it's going to be one child to one adult.
AMAIA, tell me, what's the thing you're missing most at the moment?
What do you miss?
I miss a lot my friends, and I miss my school a lot too.
Once upon a time, no one would have expected a child to say they miss school.
Given what you and your family have, had to endure, and the lock-in and much tighter restrictions than we've had here, Louisa, can you give us what advice can you give to people here thinking, it seems a bit tough, but it's nowhere near as tough as you've had?
Well, no, I mean, I think you guys are so lucky. Honestly, what I would give to be able to do what you guys can do, the fact that you can go out for an hour a day for exercise sounds absolutely heavenly. The fact that families are allowed to go out together in groups, all that just sounds amazing. I'm hoping that is the next step here. First of all, they let children out, and then I hope they're going to let adults out as well, because it's okay if you have a child or if you have a dog, you can take your dog out. But what about adults that don't have a dog, don't have children? They're still like stuck in their house. So hopefully the next step here is to allow adults out for an hour's exercise a day. But I mean, my advice to you guys is, yes, stick to the restrictions, because you don't want to end up like us. Like Adele says, like in Italy, the numbers are going down in Spain now. So that's really positive. I'm so happy about that. And hopefully now we can start to go out a bit more, but obviously taking precautions, being careful, keeping distance, because the last thing we want are numbers to shoot up again and to be completely confined to our house again.
What we've seen here in the UK is there has been a change in kind of community spirit. People doing things for each other much more than we might have expected. Have you seen that played out, Adele, where you are?
Not really, because we can't do anything. We can't go around to friends or family and drop a parcel, or we literally can't leave the confines of our own home and garden. So we're just video calls and just positivity in messages and face calls, just to try and keep each other going. But we're just desperate for a hug from friends and to be able to meet. We've got friends who are just a mile down the road that, you know, we just can't wait to be able to just get together and have a face-to-face conversation. So we've not really had any sort of community.
Oh, Louisa, I see you nodding as well. That seems so... I mean, one of the highlights for us, one of the lovely things for us is just this, how humanity has almost just flourished, and it doesn't seem that you're seeing evidence of that there.
I mean, it's hard because, you know, we're just completely confined to our houses. We can't leave. We do, like, what we can do, we do online. So AMAIA will have WhatsApp chats with our friends, about 2 or 3 friends, and they'll chat together. The schools have been amazing. The teachers. One thing actually which brought me to tears, a lot of pupils decided to make videos for their teachers. So it'd be every single child in the class would give a message to the teacher like, "Hi, we love you, we miss you." And I put all the videos together, and I put like music in the background, and we sent that to AMAIA's teacher and to my other daughter's teacher, and it brought the teachers to tears.
Oh, it sounds like what a great idea. What a lovely. Can I just say, on the sort of saying hello to people thing, we're finished with time with you guys, and it's been lovely catching up with you. Big wave, maybe. I don't know what family there is back here in the UK for you, but feel free to give them a big wave right now, because a lot of people are watching. It's been lovely, lovely talking to you all.
Oh,
thank you.
2 lovely families, Louisa and AMAIA, Adele and Evie. Good luck. Good luck to you both, and thanks for giving us some insight into what life's like where you are.